Would you rather have everyone think they know you or no one know the real you at all?
I feel like I'd rather people not know who I am, because then obviously people are different around different people.
Yeah.
So if everyone thinks that you're the same way, then they're kind of expecting you to be a certain way. But then if they don't know like who you are, then you can
I feel like they'll be more intrigued, especially if they don't know who you are. Yeah. What about you?
I feel like my character tries to get people to know his personality, but he comes across as mysterious.
Yeah. Okay, hi guys, I'm Teija. If you just want to introduce your character and who you play.
I'm Samson, and I play a little bit.
I'm Niall and I play Venetia.
In Crongton, standing out can be a blessing and a curse. What do you think's harder, fitting in or being different?
I think for my character, fitting in is good, because my character is always trying to hide from the South Crong and North Crong Gs. So if I stand out, they'll see me. I don't want to be seen.
I feel like fitting in is harder for my character because she likes to be her own person, like doesn't usually follow the trends. Do you know what I mean? And she likes to kind of go down her own path.
Venetia, people see you as confident, but is that the whole story? Little bit, you're the quiet one, but is there more to you than people realize? What is the biggest thing people get wrong about your character?
I think a lot of people think that Venetia is just quite someone who's out there and very confident, but certain things make her go quiet and make her a little bit more nervous.
What would you say those things are?
For example, there's like something with her boyfriend and a picture, and that makes her very nervous because she doesn't know how he's going to take it. But then she has like all her friends with her to help her
I think my character, feel like some people might see him as not trusting, because throughout the series, there's some points where he's not able to trust his friend. But by the end, he learns to trust his friends. So I feel like people in the show might see him as that.
Venetia, do you ever feel like you have to keep up a certain image?
Sometimes, because it feels like Venetia's kind of expected to be a good dancer, expected to be good at sport, good at school. But then obviously you can't be perfect all of the time. And so Venetia sometimes has the pressure to be really good all of the time. But then when she slips up, she gets a bit scared that people think, oh, maybe she's not actually who she says she is.
Yeah. Okay. And little bit, do you ever feel like people underestimate you just because you're quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, in the sports day, I forgot what it was called, but I feel like when the dodgeball scene was happening, the people around, when it was just me, I feel like they might have underestimated me and just seen me as not sporty. So I feel like some aspects could play into that.
Okay. Both of you rep Crongton, but does the place you grew up define you? How much does growing up in Crongton shape who you are?
I feel like everyone that comes from a different place is like they're fit for the place that they're from. So I do feel like if it wasn't Crongton and it was somewhere else, that it would be very different, because obviously you have the influence from the people that you socialise with, the people that are around you.
I feel like where I live ties into the type of person my character is, because I feel like maybe if I lived in a posh area, not Crongton, the type of language I use and vocabulary that I use, it kind of change.
Yeah, I agree. And also I feel like you guys' characters always on edge. Like I don't think you lot ever chill at all. If you moved away tomorrow, would you feel different or would you always carry Crongton with you?
Yeah. The second part.
You would always carry Crongton with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would carry Crongton with me because it's where I've been my whole life. So I wouldn't really know
any different.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. What's one thing you've learned from living in Crongton that people outside just wouldn't understand?
Like the way that people are together, so everyone's quite like close. So for example, the friendship group that we have in Crongton, everyone's close, everyone has each other's backs, but some people don't experience that. So like, I feel like in that way, they wouldn't be able to relate. Yeah.
Kind of what she said. Yeah.
What's the biggest stereotype about the people from Crongton that's just not true?
Gangs. Yeah, because it's not all just gangs. Like, there's more to Crongton than gangs.
Same for you. Okay. Venetia, do you ever feel like people expect too much from you? And little bit, do you ever feel like you've had to change to be accepted?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, for example, in that whole episode 1, when I was really conscious about my hair, I put up my head so people, I put up my hood
so people
didn't like clock it. So,
what's one time you've changed something about yourself just to fit
in real life?
Both, in real life and as your character.
I used to wear really, really like thick trainers to make myself taller because I was conscious of my height. I mean, I don't do that anymore, but I used to. And then my character, the hood.
Yeah, the trim, that's something that I noticed, okay?
Maybe it's like the picture with, like, obviously I didn't want that picture to be anywhere and I was being threatened for it to go out there. And so I feel like I was very conscious of who I was around to make sure like, oh, no one's taking any sneaky pictures of me.
So you was never really comfortable?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But after it was sorted out, I was fine.
Okay. You guys have to pick one now. What's worse, being known for something that's not true, everyone having an opinion about your life without actually knowing you, or no one noticing you at all?
Number 2.
Everyone having an opinion about you, that's not true.
Yeah. Because if it's a bad opinion, like, and
you don't
everyone
want
thinks,
to get a reputation that's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like people should give you like a chance. Do you know what I mean?
What's the first one again?
First one was being known for something that's not true.
That one.
Yeah, I'd say the same. It's near enough the same thing altogether. And in Crongton, you can either let people decide who you are or decide who you are for yourself. What's one thing you know about yourself that you wish you realised earlier?
Real life?
Both. We'll give both.
Okay. I'll go with my character first. I feel like my character, at the beginning, he wasn't brave, but by the end, he was brave and he was able to stand up to Manjaro. So I feel like if I found out that I was brave at the start, I would have been able to reject his offer in the first place. So just like being scared and feeling pressured into it. And then in real life, I feel like from when I was like a baby, I feel like, I don't know. It's a hard question.
Think about that when I come back to. I feel like with Venetia, there's not really a
Yeah.
lot. Like
Yeah.
she really knew who she was from the start,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
Maybe like her friends, because she was like friends with everybody, and I feel like she learned that not everyone's your friend.
Friend. Okay.
So
friend.
you need to like look around and watch people.
Yeah.
Not in a weird way.
Yeah,
but
obviously. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming. It's been amazing. If you could just let everyone know where you could watch Crongton.
You can watch Crongton on BBC iPlayer.
I have no idea. We're just praying that we're all in the
Do you
shot.
want me to do it?
Yeah, you can do it.